This is the Mono Green Stompy list I've been playing a lot of recently. Been enjoying it. It allows you to kind of attack two of the more prevalent decks. With Angels, you can race them just with a bunch of chunky creatures. You can make blockers that have reach. Coco helps you just kind of find like 9 to 10 power in a shot. You have Graveyard Hate with Scavenging Ooze for the Greasefang matchup. And it's just a really resilient, aggressively slanted deck. So we'll give it a go, see how it plays out. Explore rank. Green Stompy. So the reason in this deck that we are playing Vivien over the Great Henge is because it creates you consistent pressure, doesn't allow you to overcommit into something like a Farewell, doesn't incidentally get hit by if your opponent decides they want to be mainboarding, who knows, a Braid, anything of that nature. This hand's a little bit slow. We don't have action against Greasefang, but I think I'm going to keep it just because there's a lot of power here. So Spirits can be tough. Mono blue, they're on the play. If we're on the draw, it's okay. But they're going to be able to pace us quite well here. And they do have a counter. Yeah, it's going to be play draw probably. So they're going to tap down here. So they can hit me now for a bit. Good hand for opponent. They didn't need counters, but I think we're just dead here. So that can let them rattle chains. Doing this first because the Wander can't work here. No, we're just dead. They had it all. This matchup's very much play draw dependent, and if we have an elf on one, because we can push out big damage, but the fact they were able to control our board, if we drew the fight spell like a turn earlier maybe, but even then, they're holding up 1 mana, which wouldn't have worked for them. We could have still fought, which would have helped. No elf again. These hands very much want elves, but on the play, 2-drop, hopefully find a 3-drop. Notable, we drew 2 of our 3 non-snow lands in the deck. This will make it a little bit worse for this Blizzard Sprawl. Well, against Heroic, this is actually okay. Hopefully, no Reckless Rage. The Vans, thank you, appreciated. So this actually is pretty bad because I can't attack either. Need a land. We're just dead here. Ah, what's happening? How's it going today? Getting the wrong side of some variants. We have enough lands. The fact we're just drawing the wrong half. Bit of the best of one scenario. I have like a 67% win rate. Might have dropped a little after that one, to be honest. Taking 2 losses, but 65%. Hovering around 2/3. But we'll give it a go, see what works. Opponent goes first. I think we keep... Vans, thank you, thank you. That's very kind of you. With all the funds going out this month. Okay, well. We got Cleansing Wildfire Gamers. We are donating every dollar earned this month from YouTube to local Toronto charities. So all those memberships will be helping out those that are hungry in the city. Might have a sweeper here. Just gonna kill this. I don't know how many better options we're gonna have. This lets me play around Anger the Gods. If they have Chandra here, the Chandra can kill my old growth, but it ramps me a lot. And then I could get a pump going. Yeah, so. We'll hit there. I think just with the way the board is right now, we'll just eat there. I might be should have held it for the Fable, because if they go Cavalier here, it's a little scary. Fires into Chandra. Karn. I appreciate the support. They're getting both. Karn Silex. It's an interesting turn. I am forced, I think, to kill Karn because it could untap the Silex. I think we go Pack Leader Eats, saves me. Gets me around another Brotherhood Zen. A little bit of an awkward matchup. We have to do that just because this is going to wipe my board next turn. Okay, so they Braid, that's their second spell. Kiki doesn't do anything. So they probably block with Kiki this turn. So that's actually good, the Ronus. Because it gives me an indestructible that doesn't get No, this is exile. No, destroy each non-land permanent. Okay. Well, you are indestructible. So you can't die. You can't die. And then Steel Leaf could come down and protect me. The nice thing too, this Field of Ruin could only target non-basic, so it can't strip mine me off the old gold troll. So if we draw land, I could double spell Goldspan Dragon. Hello. So you want to race. I can do this, eat 2, that'll let me attack. Do that, that's 4. Steel Leaf still comes, so we'll probably do that. So you need power 4 here. The audio is like real glitchy right now, so I'm probably going to reset the client after this. So Ronus can't give itself trample, but I will be able to give the Scavenging Ooze trample if needed. We have another target in their yard. They have a lot of mana. What they do with that mana, we will see. They have 2 spells they can cast for free. They have a Den of the Bugbear. Tony, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the support. Ugin, the hell is this? Oh my god. I can't beat Ugin. So that's how today's gonna go. We had a good run this morning, but apparently this afternoon is just gonna be opponent on Ugins. Give me a sec, let me just reset the client. Cards that beat us. Ugin. I can't see how opponent's deck is beating Angels. They're just going to outgain so much of your life. Like, you have to try to get to Ugin, but they're not playing 4 damage removal spells. Their sweepers don't hit. Karn doesn't really do much against Angels. You're really relying on the Sylex. Yeah, but like maybe a mono green devotion, but like that red deck, superior art. So you could go Steel Leaf on 2 here. No Thoughtseize, no Thoughtseize, no Thoughtseize. Okay, whatever. You push the elf. Mono black devotion. We're just going to pass the turn here. Let them play out whatever they want. Steel Leaf's actually really good here because it doesn't care what this toughness is. It can't be blocked by power, which is meaningful. Take some damage. The one thing we want to be mindful of here is they might be playing Ritual of Soot, but more than likely probably the Meat Hook Massacre. Okay, so we see a Gary in the yard. Well, that was terrible. We're pretty weak to Shieldred, but... So the reason I did this is because if they have removal, this just equips my land for me. Whereas if they have a sweeper, it's pretty bad. Sure. So I was thinking of holding back. So then, do we just pump the more damage? Maybe we just pump the more damage here? Because they need Grey Merchant here. It was a little risky. We pushed through one more point of damage. Didn't realize I technically had lethal, but figure they would have something. We did also Coco for just a 3-drop. Didn't hit the 2. Will we get a Roper? Shieldred. And you're dead. Cool, 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 cool. Alright. Start a streak again. We were doing pretty well. Then we just got some weird variants going on our way. Couldn't really help it. Hopefully it's a creature deck. Oopsies. It's a bit telling, so that suggests to me they're not Greasefang. If it was Greasefang, they for sure would have taken the use. Really just need land here. Yeah. So this is probably Rakdos mid. No, just Golgari. So Master's Rebuke's really good if they have like Gisa here. Tireless Tracker. Look at all these good cards I have that I can't cast. I got a clue. So I think we just Steel Leaf. Pass the turn. So that's good because they can turn on Revolt now. Which of course they'll have. They hit my Blizzard's Brawl. They are taking a chunk of damage. which is notable. Delirium? Yeah, that's actually pretty good for us because it means they... If I was them, I would have just popped it because then you get to eat the pack leader. I'm gonna do this. It can let me play my Vivian. They have creature, land, sorcery, noxious Gearhulk. What the hell is this game?
If you don't respect nature, we will adapt to any threat.
So I can double block on the Gearhulk. Vivian's dead here. Cards, you could have like pick a card that you think you're gonna have to play around. That was in it. Titania off the top. Still don't have Delirium. They do get a card draw here. Can race them, hopefully, still. I think we just do that. Okay, so they should have Delirium online now. Ishkanot. Jesus. Getting triple Thoughtseize double pushed feels kind of bad. The hell's all this jank? Where is like the angels, like the actual decks I'm expecting to play? Because the thing is, as soon as I pick up mono red in this format, I'm gonna be playing against angels. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's just like, hey, heard ya might like this deck. Just give me Greasefang so I could eat their graveyard. So I'm going to do this, because if they don't have Stomp, then I can get it out of range. If they do, it takes their whole turn. Hopefully it's not Stomp. It's Stomp. Lightning Strike, okay. That's fine. We're just going to Steel Leaf here. I can race them. That would be Embercleave. Cool. Big dumb elves on beasts. Alright. They tried to take us to Cleveland. We weren't going to have it. My 3-drop just does 5 damage. I don't need to equip it with anything. Alright, playing Don't Tase Me, bro. Jengantha is probably sack, if I had to guess. This could be Junda Traxa. Obliterating Bolt's like very convenient for them to have. I think we do this. So I'm doing this because if they have a way to kill the old growth troll, now they could Atraxa. Is this 5-color Niv? Oh, this might... No, it's not Karuga Fires. I don't know what this is. So I can do 5. Okay. I was just seeing, so I could go 5. I could hit him for 14. That would get him close to blocking. They could have been Transmog or Creativity combo in Jund. I don't know. The island threw me off. There's the Jund version of the list that... No, they wouldn't be Creativity because of Jengantha Companion. I'm going to try this. We really want to draw an elf on one. It's a little slow, but if it is a control matchup, we're okay. Greasefang. No. Sultai. Sultai Delirium. Where the hell is my Scavenging Goose? Try to find Scavenging Ooze or just... I think we apply pressure. This is the correct... Like, you're a turn late. If you were there last turn, it would have been great. Jace is super annoying. So I'm doing this because if they have a kill spell, they hit Old Growth Troll. Okay, so lots of Jaces in the yard.
I will shatter your mind.
Okay, a couple creeping chills. A silver smoke's coming back from the yard. Okay, so we're gonna start by drawing a card. That will allow me to collect a company. Creature, instant, land, planeswalker, 5. Artifact, 6. I think we do that. It gives me like the most option. So I can double draw, I can have access to Scavenging Ooze. There are 15. So this just can't block to begin with. They have to gain some life. But I am able to gain some life as well. Okay, so... So I'm probably going to do this twice. So hit you. I just want some blockers. Let's do some quick math. 9, 13, 17. Oh, they're just dead. They're just dead. Alright, we're going in the right direction. Heading in the right direction. We had a slight detour. Our opponent decided to Emrakul us. We got Ugin, we got Emrakulled. Okay, we want opponent to be on a graveyard deck again, please. Fatal Push. It's actually a bit interesting how we want to proceed this turn. So I have a couple options. Obviously the Scrap Gorger can get something bigger. I can fight this. It does put me a little bit... I think the fight is the correct line here. They're most likely either like a fight rigging deck, perhaps, or like some sort of mid-range shell. I'm gonna take a chance and say they don't have a sweeper. I don't think you play Scrap Gorger if you're going to be playing into a sweeper. Lots of damage. Lots of damage. Take the bait. You don't take the bait. So I can Ronus. I think we just Vivian here. Now, they could have a Fatal Push, but this gives me a lot of power still. Invoke Despair. That's actually really interesting what I hit here. Because I kind of want the land, and the drawing's actually a bit of a disservice here. I was hoping they didn't have that. Okay, so... just kind of play to that. Shieldred's a hell of a card. Can I get a fight spell one time? One time fight spell. One time fight spell. I think at this point, if they have another invoke, I get rid of the Elvish Mystic. We took a chance with like that fight. We didn't even have something big enough power to fight the Shieldred. Opponent just powering through these invokes. So the good thing is Ooze can gain me some life at least. I actually should have attacked with this as well. Because I could have just pumped with Ronus if they messed up. The Shieldred's gained them so much life this game. Master's Rebuke, Blizzard's Brawl, anything. All right. See, Liliana come down.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate when people touch my things.
I think we do that.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
So they could attack in with Shieldred. Oh no, figure it out. Got him? Got him! No Shieldred can stop me. No Shelly can stop me. I am unshellable. See if we can get to flat 1. El Fuego! Kahira's control. Doing this pre-combat in case they have sensor. See, make disappear. I need to put enough pressure on the board so that they sweep potentially. Honestly, it's not terrible. But this does play me into the Wandering Emperor, which has me a little scared. So I'm just going to hold off. Not a great start. Because at least next turn, if I can attack in and draw a card, it has some utility. And this means that if they play Teferi, I could try to sneak in this Collected Company. And if they counter here... So, if they have Settled the Wreckage, then I'm just like screwed. So they have to either do pre-combat if they kill something pre-combat. Okay, so we see the march there. At this point, I'm not going to play another elf. I don't get much utility out of it. We did put a Vivian to the bottom, which kind of sucks. Vivian's very good in this matchup. Lets us provide a lot of card advantage. Yep.
Not much of a roadblock.
So at this point, I have to play into a sweeper. I just can't do anything. Hopefully they play temporary lockdown. They get a little ambitious. Oh my god. I'm gonna end this man's whole career. Kevin, thank you. Appreciate it greatly.
May your blade strike true.
Is this the best Beseju of all time? Hopefully they don't have March with discard. Yeah, they don't. Why did I play the land? Why did I play the land? Kahira follow-up's good. Give him less info. We have another Wandering Emperor. Come on, Coco, Coco. Where's my Coco? Where's my Ronus? Ronus is actually not great in this matchup. We got K-Dog. I gotta do this. I'm fully expecting a Wandering Emperor, but again, you could only play around what you actually have.
You started this way, but I'm going to end it.
The thing here is they don't need to do the block here.
People.
And now this has Vigis. So they probably tuck here.
I'm not going to sit.
Little short. And then Kahira is annoying because it's always going to be offense defense. It's not terrible. Maybe get big enough. I got enough garbage in the yard. I imagine they have something here. This matchup's kind of iffy. The Wandering Emperor is very good against their deck. While we have very big things, it provides them like an angle of access where I don't have to commit into a board, like a board clear, but at the same time, then they just play this out and they get me. Going the safer route here, so
Protect the people.
this is just Big Shark. Go. So, most likely dead, but we'll see. If I can get a Vivian, it helps. But I am out of creatures, so I can't get bigger than a 7. Yeah, let's just go to the next game. Too many angles. That one's always a bit frustrating. I really hate what the Wandering Emperor has done to blue-white control. Between like March being an efficient removal for creature lands, just being 1 mana, the fact that the Emperor, I hate that interaction, because like before with control you were able to, you know, the proper thing is don't overcommit to board wipe, but with the Emperor like being flash, just everything it does just makes it really awkward from a creature standpoint. Opponent goes first, we'll try this. It's a bit tough sometimes. There is a way you can build this deck. Obviously things like Questing Beast are good. Other style of effects. Okay, so. Incidentally, if this is Mono Green Devotion, this matchup's awful for us. Okay, we got Bloat Boy. So I'm actually gonna play out the Old Growth Troll here. And I think I'm gonna attack. If they want to trade Ooze for 2 Elves, I'm fine. Hey Kevin. Probably not at this point. I've been playing bad decks. Like if I wanted to... Okay, what the hell is Kogala doing here? Jesus Christ. Like I've just been playing like mid-tier decks, nothing like superb. Okay, so I can double block potentially on something. What's got more utility? Just throw an elf in front of something? Probably. Like, no one has ever played Kogala. And now I'm getting Storm the Festival, Kogala, like... What is this deck? What is this deck? It's probably Portal to Phyrexia. God Pharaoh statue. Interesting one. That was very good. That was very good indeed. Yeah, it's gotta be. Okay, so I pump here. So attack here, attack here. They have to double block on the Karn. Okay, so they opt to not block at all. So we'll eat a Kogala. And I'm going to eat this Festival so they don't get value here. And then I'll just eat one more thing in the yard. So that was like the best possible Coco. So we'll take back the things we said about the Arena Shuffler. Hey Magic, how's it going? Just start eating away. Kevin, thank you! Much appreciated. So depending on how they block, I can also eat this Old Growth Troll in the graveyard when it comes in. So I think I want to push through some trample damage here. I might have had lethal. Thank you, thank you. It's much appreciated. So again, folks, every dollar I earn this month from YouTube revenue is going to be donated to a local food bank. So all these gifted subs, the coffee's not for me this month. It is going to be for the community at large, helping to feed the homeless and people who are a little down on their luck right now. Financially, things are tough for a bunch of people. So this is all going back to the community at this point. I appreciate it. I like playing Magic. I like interacting with the community. And we can use this avenue to also help out the community at large. Superior mono green deck. Kogala or... Alright, turn 3 Vivian. Let's go. Don't interact with me, bro. Turn 3 Vivian. Maestro Theater. What are we playing against? This hand's actually pretty awful if we can't get Vivian out on 3. Alright, let's just have opponent tap out. Are they self-mill, us mill, them mill? Okay, they're making us mill. So we'll just try to push out as much damage as possible. Concophony is pretty good against us. We want to be mindful of what we're playing off the top here, obviously.
Surrender your mind to Phyrexia's will. We can improve upon your ideas.
Interesting. So they went that route. So I could do this to do Scavenging Ooze. That lets me eat a couple cards in the graveyard. Actually, I like that. And I'll explain the reason why in a sec. Because this is going to trigger. And I don't want them to be able to cast it from their graveyard.
Retreat is the sensible action.
So, no free value for you. And then this can just let me eat away at my graveyard. Vivian's also nice because we have to see what's on top. So, like, Blizzard's Brawl doesn't seem like it's going to do anything this matchup, especially because we have 1. At most, they're probably playing a Rune Crab. Alright. Crab Core. No land from opponent. So we're going to do this because if they kill this, it generates me more mana. So I could basically just... So we'll do that. Do that. Eat their crab. Actually, I should probably prioritize my graveyard because they have Jace. Well, I'm probably not because I can't. Well, I have 15 cards, so it's fine. Exaxes! What are we at with this one? What are we at? 56.29. A little bit of a nosedive, but so we went 7 and 5, but that was like losing 3 in a row, and then we've won 6 out of 7. which isn't bad. I think we're 1 away from... Let's try to get plat 1. Try to get plat 1. See how that goes. Opponent goes first. Hand's good. I can fight something on 2. I can Ronus on 2. I can play these 2 out. So it gives me a lot of optionality, which I like. Basic Forest. So with Basic Forest... I can do this. Which is probably the best, yeah. Okay. It's just thinking, because you could do this, or you could do that. Like, all things considered, it's probably the best line. Alright, I've been going for about 5 hours today. I think we ended off there. I appreciate everyone, the support, the gifted memberships, everything with that. I'll get this gameplay up and a whole bunch of others that we played today up on the channel over the next couple days, along with the meta updates, but appreciate everyone stopping by.